Video Memories Network is brought to you in part by Liberated Syndication, podcast publishing made easy, libsyn.com. That's libsyn.com.
Welcome to the Old Time Radio Network Detective Stories, continuing America's love affair with private eyes. We now go back to the early days of radio and our imaginations with our feature presentation.
Present Robert Barr's Galbraith and the King of Diamonds, a serial in 6 episodes, with Bernard Hepton, Tom Watson, Peter Dineley, Cyril Shapps, and Eva Hatton. Episode 2, Dutch Treat, in which Galbraith meets the King of Diamonds.
My name is Galbraith, ex-detective superintendent. Ex, because I resigned from Scotland Yard to seek the quiet life, while I'm still young enough to enjoy my freedom. But I was inveigled by an old colleague, Tommy Evans, into seeing a very pretty girl, Anne-Marie Lowens, who had some information about a criminal I had known, David Cater. Now that's the trouble with police work. You're always seeing someone who knows something about someone else. She also knew about a diamond dealer named Andre Gelder, and she thought Cater was going to kill him. I didn't trust Miss Lowens, and I was inveigled again by Tommy Evans into doing one last job for him, following a diamond courier on a journey from London to Amsterdam. I was very reluctant, but I said I'd do it because the young courier, Jack Milne, was a friend of mine. Or to be precise, his old man was a friend of mine. We'd served together at the Yard. In Amsterdam, Jack Milne and the diamonds disappeared into thin air at the airport. A missing friend, a strange town. So,
Ja, meneer.
do you speak English?
Yes, sir.
My name's Galbraith. I'd like to see Commissaris Lindemans.
Is he expecting you, sir?
Tell me, is the Commissaris still in charge of the Interpol Bureau?
Yes, sir.
Then tell him Bill Galbraith would like to see him. From London.
One moment, sir. Commissaris, daar is een meneer Galbraith wil je zien. Van Londen. Ja, meneer. The commissaris will see you now. It's the last office along the corridor, sir. Room number 6.
Thank you.
Come in.
Good morning, Kurt.
Ah, come in, Bill. How good to see you. What brings you to Amsterdam?
A holiday.
A holiday? Oh, then you'll have lunch with me. I'll show you the town. Sit down, my friend. When did you arrive?
First, are you still in charge of Interpol here?
Yes.
Then I want some help from you, Kurt.
In the line of duty?
At the moment, it's private business. I'll explain why over lunch. I arrived in your country this morning at Schiphol. I came with a friend. At the airport, he disappeared.
Oh, a policeman loses a friend? Well, it's easy to lose friends at an airport. You want him found, eh?
It isn't quite as simple as that. I was just behind him, no more than a minute. He was going to the car park. Now, when I got there, he had gone. His car was still there.
Oh.
Do you know an English criminal named David Cater?
No.
I believe he's in Holland. Look at this photograph. Perhaps you know him under some other name.
No. We've nothing on him.
Have you anything on a girl named Anne-Marie Lowens?
Lowens?
Age 27, very pretty, blonde, About 5'7".
The name rings a bell. I could look it up in records. Would you like some coffee while you wait?
It would spoil our lunch.
Of course. It'll take a few minutes. Make yourself at home, Bill. Anne-Marie Lawrence and David Cater.
Who is it?
Cater.
Come in, David. I've been waiting for you.
How did it go?
No trouble. The airport was busy. Big planes coming in. No one heard and no one saw.
Yeah. You got him here?
Over there in the office. Restrained, like tied up. We searched him. He had a passport, some letters, and some money.
He had the packet.
Well, of course he had the packet. And a passport. He's a new one. His name's Milne. And some letters.
Letters to our Mr. Gelder?
Yeah. Want to see him now?
Sure.
Here's the brave lad.
Milne? Is that your name? Well, come on, lad. I'm talking to you. Answer me.
If you'll take the tapes off my eyes, I'll answer you. And if you'll get these ropes off my arms.
No, the tapes stay in your eyes, the ropes stay where they are, and you answer me. Your name. Now, what's your name?
It's his passport with his name. And the letters.
Your name is John Milne. You're from London. Letters to Mr. Andre Gelder. You know Mr. Gelder?
He's been like that since we took him.
I have a proposition for you, Milne. It's quite simple. I want you to phone Mr. Gelder and tell him you've had a bit of trouble. Now, that's true, isn't it? You are in trouble. You'll ask him to help you.
Who are you?
Never mind who I am. Will you phone Gelder?
No.
I give you time to make up your mind. And it'll be better for you if you do it today. If you do it, I'll send you back to London. If you don't, you might end up in a mortuary. All right. Where's the packet?
It's here.
Let's have it.
Is that what you expected?
Yeah. Some nice uncut stones. Some beauties.
What would you say they're worth?
About 60 or 70,000 pounds.
Oh, not bad for a few minutes' work.
It's just a drop in the bucket. When we get to Gelder, we'll be in the real money. Milne,
Yes?
you weren't much use of the courier, were you?
What do we do with his passport? Burn it?
Did you hear that, Milne? Did we burn your passport? No one saw you being taken. No one knows where you are. No one can help you. Frightening, isn't it?
Yes.
Will you phone Gelder?
No.
Sorry to keep you, Bill. We've nothing on David Cater.
Are you sure?
Is he known in London?
There's a file on him at the yard as thick as the Bible. How about the girl?
She's not one of ours, but there was an inquiry from Interpol Paris about a year ago. She was wanted for questioning about some jewel robberies. Does that fit?
It does. Jack Milne was carrying a parcel of diamonds, uncut stones.
To Amsterdam? Who was the buyer?
Mr. Gelder, Andre Gelder. Do you know him?
Of course. A big diamond buyer. A man of good reputation. Very wealthy. Bill, if Gelder has had a loss, it isn't private business. It's our business, officially.
Not unless he complains to you.
You think he won't?
Has he made any complaint to you in the last month?
No.
Then listen to this. We believe he lost another courier about a month ago. And I believe he has a threat on his life.
Anything told to me in this office, Bill, becomes official. If you think any of it is private, let's talk about it over lunch, huh?
Now?
We can go now.
Goodbye, Milne. We're going to lock you up again.
He's been like that all the time. Stubborn.
He'll change his mind.
And if he won't?
It'll make no difference. If he won't phone, then someone else will phone for him. Say he's ill. Will Mr. Gelder come to see him? One courier has disappeared. Now Milne has disappeared. Gelder will know we're in earnest.
When do I see you?
Tonight. Come to the flat.
Goodbye, then.
Some schnapps?
Yes, thanks. I'm glad I came.
I'm sure you didn't come just for the lunch, huh?
No. You were talking about Miss Lawrence and the inquiry from Interpol Paris. What came of it?
We couldn't find her, and there was no follow-up from Paris. You think she's connected with your friend's disappearance?
Not directly. She's in London.
I have news for you, Bill. When I was checking in records, I also checked with passport control. She's in Amsterdam. She arrived on the flight just ahead of you.
Did she?
Now tell me what you know about her.
I don't know much about her. She wanted to show me some information. She said she knew Cater and your Mr. Gelder, that Cater had a plot to rob him, if necessary to kill him. She was frightened and she wanted money to get away from it.
To rob Gelder? If necessary, to kill him? In London, that may seem possible, Bill. But in Amsterdam, it isn't.
Why not?
The diamond trade is rather strange. Excepting in transit, in small packets of diamonds, the security of the diamond is tight. It would be easier to steal gold from Fort Knox. With Gelder alive, there just might be a chance. With Gelder dead, they wouldn't have a chance.
You're reckoning without David Cater. That girl was frightened. She said she had a friend, Robert Spence. He was a diamond courier for Gelder. He disappeared a month ago. She identified his body in the mortuary at Naarden.
At Naarden?
That's what she says. Will you check?
Of course. I'll do it today.
Robert Spence disappeared. He's dead. Jack Milne disappeared. They're moving in on Gelder.
Murder isn't private, Bill. What's your interest?
My only interest is in Jack Milne. I didn't keep close enough to him. I like that lad. His father's my friend. If it means tracing Miss Lawrence, dealing with Cater, even if it means upsetting the wealthy Mr. Gelder, I'm going to find Jack Milne. You say Gelder hasn't informed the police.
When he does, it will come to me. I think you should go and see him, Bill. I'll drop you at his office.
Mr. Gelder?
Come in, Mr. Gilbraith. Do you have the parcel?
I'm not your courier, Mr. Gelder. I've come to tell you that your courier has disappeared.
I see.
Did you know?
I expected him here at 10 o'clock this morning. I've been waiting for him.
Have you heard from him?
No.
A phone call from him, a phone call from anyone.
I tell you I have not heard from him.
In which case you must phone the police.
Why do you say this? That I must inform the police?
You've just lost a package of diamonds, Mr. Gelder, £70,000 worth.
How much do you know about the diamond trade, Mr. Gilbraith?
Not much.
Then I assure you that our security is very good. No need for police. In time, we recover everything that we lose.
Including your couriers? Have you recovered what Robert Spence lost?
Not yet. But Spence was an unreliable man.
Have you been told that Robert Spence is dead?
No. And I don't believe he is. I told you he was unreliable.
Today's courier was not unreliable. Have you received any communication since he disappeared?
No.
Do you know a woman named Anne-Marie Lawrence?
No.
Or a woman, a widow, named Mrs. Van Druten?
Why are you asking these questions?
I'm asking if you know these women.
I have a friend, a Mrs. Van Druten.
I think you also have a friend named Lawrence. She was a friend of Robert Spence.
Did she say that?
She identified his body at the police mortuary. She also says that you received a threat to your life.
That's not true. Why are you here, Mr. Galbraith?
I'm trying to find your courier, Jack Milne. He's a friend of mine. I'm also here to tell you that you are in danger from a man named Cater, unless you hand over to him all of your wealth.
I'm unlikely to do that.
I don't care what you do, Mr. Gelder. I am only interested in...
Oh, excuse me. Ja, spreek. Met wie spreek ik? Ja, ik ben Andre Gelder. Ja? Ja, begrepen.
What was that?
That was the call on behalf of your friend, Mr. Milne, telling me that he's ill, and that I can see him today and collect the parcel.
See him? Where?
I'm asked to meet a friend who will take me to him. To meet this friend at the Zuider-Amstel Canal by the pier near the Beatrix Park. At 4 o'clock, precisely.
4 o'clock. We better go.
I'm not a fool, Mr. Galbraith. I have a business to protect. And I pay your friend Mr. Evans to help protect it. I am not going there.
I think you should. I'll go with you.
It will do neither of us any good. The person I have to meet, the person who made the call, is your friend, Miss Lowens.
Ah, there you are, Kurt.
I got here as soon as I could. Have you seen her?
No, not yet. We still have a few minutes.
You saw Andre Gelder?
I did.
And he told you that the diamond people have their own security, huh?
Yes. But it doesn't allow for murder. That boat coming into the pier. Rather gay. Are they for tourists?
Tourists use them, yes. So do the citizens. Rather like tram cars. And they're called rondvaartboten.
Ah.
We'll do a tour one day.
I can see her now.
Where?
Over by the bookstore, looking at the postcards.
No. She's taking her time.
It's not quite 4 o'clock yet. Here she comes. Wait here, Kurt. Good afternoon, Miss Lowens. Remember me?
Of course. It's Mr. Galbraith.
We met yesterday in London. I'm surprised to see you in Amsterdam so soon.
I was tired of London, tired of questions. I decided to come here.
Are you waiting for someone?
No?
Good. I'd like to have a chat with you.
Sorry, I've come here to catch the Rondvaartboot, and it's just
Miss
leaving.
Lowens!
I must rush.
Bill, no need to go after her. The two men going on behind her are my lads. They'll follow her. They both have personal radios. We can go back to my car and listen for them.
The trouble with police work, Kurt, it's all watching and waiting.
And the more comfortable to wait in here, huh? Well, what did you think of Andre Gelder?
He's a cold fish, but I think he's now worried.
Did you ask him to inform the police?
I did. He says he has his own security, and it will all come back to him in the end. Did you check on the body in the mortuary?
I've asked for the report, and a copy of your Miss Lowens' statement is being sent to me. Strange, isn't it, Bill?
What is?
You say she identified the body in the mortuary, became frightened, and tried to tell Tommy Evans.
Yeah?
By him.
Well, he now runs a detective agency in London. He acts for Gelder.
All right. So she goes to him. And you see her. She pleads for money to get away from Cater. Then she turns up here.
On the flight just ahead of me. Just ahead of Jack Milne.
Yes.
You were saying?
Having told you what will happen, she turns up here and tries to lead Gelder into a trap. How do you figure it?
I think she's acting for Cater. I think the trip to London was part of the plan.
Mm-hmm.
She knew that anything she told Tommy Evans or told to me would get back to Gelder, trapping him from both sides, between the police and the criminals.
Dykers for Commissaris Lindmans.
Lindemans? Yes, Break?
Sie is van der boot afgegaan op pier 5. Adeline, we volgen graag.
Dank je. That was young Dykers, the fair-haired one. Says Loans left the boat at Pier 5. That's at the Winkeleskade. She left the boat alone, and they're following her. We wait.
And while we wait?
So far as I can see, Bill, you haven't much to go on yet. The word of a woman, an accomplice.
I have a feeling.
Oh, a feeling is poor evidence. And unless Gelder complains, there isn't much I can do for you.
She phoned Gelder, so she knows where Jack Mill is.
Yeah, you have only Gelder's word for that.
Yes, I wonder what he's up to.
You think he's a cold fish, huh?
Yes, but brave.
That's what they say. He has a reputation in the diamond market. Very successful, cold, nerves like steel.
Yeah, like his diamonds. Hard, indestructible.
Yes. They may have chosen the wrong one to frighten when they chose Andre Gelder.
We have also to reckon with Cater. He is also cold and charming with it. I've never known him to pull out of a job.
Dykers voor Commissaris Lindmans.
Lindemans? Yes, Break?
Sie is naar Hotel gegaan in der Vanostadstraat, Verleen, Keizerhof. Normale routine, sie is te huis.
Blijf waar je bent. Ain't.
What was all that about?
Your Miss Loans has gone home. A small hotel in the Van Ostadstraat. My lads have gone through the usual routine, talked to the receptionist, examined the register. She booked in there, and she's alone. They'll watch for visitors.
Who is it?
Open up, friend. It's a friend.
All right, hold on. Oh, it's you, Mr. Jacobus.
It's me. Where is Cater?
I don't know, Mr. Jacobus. He went out.
Uh-huh. You alone in here?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm alone.
Alone? Now, Brent, where is Cater?
He went home, Mr. Jacobus. That's what he said. Home to his flat.
Thank you.
Cater speaking. Who is it?
It's Eddie. Eddie Brent.
Where are you?
Still at the warehouse. I had a visitor, David. Jacobus. He's looking for you.
Why?
I don't know why, David. He wanted to know where you were. I had to tell him. He's on his way.
All right.
David.
Yeah?
He had 2 heavies with him. I had to tell him.
Sounds like they're here. Who is it?
Jacobus. Come on, open up, Cater.
Just a moment.
All locked up, were you?
I wasn't expecting visitors. Come in.
Don't close it yet. I have 2 friends out there. Ask them in, will you?
All right. Come in. Welcome. Can I close it now?
Yes. And tell the lads to make themselves at home.
Make yourselves at home. Pour yourselves a drink. Don't they ever talk?
No, they listen. I do the talking.
Go ahead, then. What brings you here?
When the syndicate backs a man, David, it likes to keep in touch.
All right, you're keeping in touch.
And it likes a return on its investment.
How'd you like a drink?
No.
They had a return. I did 6 jobs for them in Paris.
Correct. And from that you had your cut. We then put you in touch with 2 ladies, Miss Lawrence and Mrs. Van Druten. We pointed your nose in the direction of some very big money. How's it going?
It's coming along very well.
It's been 6 months, and we've had no report from you. The syndicate wonders why.
Your Mrs. Van Druten wasn't much use.
You were to use your charm on her, David.
I used it. 4 long months of charm. But she knew nothing about Gelder that could give me a hold over him. It was no help to me.
You got a plan of his office from her?
That's right. I got a plan of his office. I got a list of his dealings. I got everything but the combination of the safe. But that place is a fortress.
You got a list of his dealings, did you?
Yes.
Let me see it.
Yeah. With that kind of money in sight.
I'll keep this.
Why?
Just so you won't try to cheat on us.
No one's cheating on you.
All right. So first, you got nothing you could hold over him. Second, the place is a fortress.
No one would touch it. I asked the syndicate, but they wouldn't help.
So, what next?
Well, I've studied Gelder, and I have a plan for him. Fear. Rich men are always afraid of death, the threat of death, and the fear of death.
Go on.
And to build fear takes time. But in time, it becomes panic. In the end, he'll hand over. Everyone will be rich.
In the end? How long is the end?
With that kind of money, does it matter?
Yes, it does. We know you are good, David. You are the best. That's why we help you. But the syndicate needs the money now. It won't wait. What do I report to them?
You tell them we're almost there. From you, Mrs. Van Druten, I got a line on Gelder's dealings in London. A month ago, one of his couriers disappeared. Disappeared into my hands. His body was found in the sea. No identity. But Gelder knows who it was. I made sure of that.
A month ago.
He got another courier yesterday. On the way from London, he disappeared into my hands. In time, he'll be found in the sea. Same spot. Gelder will be told.
In time?
Fear takes time.
One thing you've forgotten, David. A courier traveling from London to Amsterdam has something. Where is it?
I was coming to that.
Where?
Don't push me, Emil.
I don't have to push. I have my friends here to do that.
All right. I'll get it. It's in the safe. Yeah. Here it is. Quite a selection of his diamonds. Have a look. Hold them under the light.
Yeah, they look fine.
A nice little fortune in the palm of your hand. Easy to smuggle out of the country, can be sold anywhere, never lose their value. Imagine a mountain of them. That's what Gelder has.
One more thing you've forgotten, David.
What?
2 couriers mean 2 lots. Where's the other?
Now, wait.
The syndicate needs money. I have 2 men listening to you, watching you. Where is the other?
I need them.
Let me see. What price would you put on them? At both lots?
The first lot about 50,000. The second lot about 70,000. There's over 100,000 pounds worth there.
I'll take them.
No.
Why not?
I need them to deal with Gelder. To prove that I killed his couriers. That I'm after him. I need them as proof.
So do I. As proof to the syndicate that I'm keeping you in line. Anyway, you say there's more where they came from. When do you start on Gelder?
Soon.
You do it now.
It takes time to frighten a man like that, to panic him.
I'm taking these. You're now short of money, David, so you have to start. If you don't, Andre Gelder will not be the only one to have the frighteners on him. You understand?
Yes.
All right, lads, time to go. Mr. Cato will show us out. David.
Yes?
You start now. Tonight.
All right.
Dykers?
Yes, sir.
I'm a friend of Commissaris Lindemann, Galbraith.
Yes, sir. I saw you at the pier.
Still watching the hotel?
Yes, sir.
Has she had any visitors?
Not yet, sir. But we know she had a phone call about an hour ago. We expect a visitor to turn up.
I'll wait with you.
Who is it?
Cater.
Come in, David. Did you see Jacobus?
I saw him.
That man frightens me. Was he as angry as he looked?
Yeah. Did you have to tell him where I was?
I had no choice, David. He had the two hoods with him. I played it like you'd be pleased to see him.
Is Milne still here?
Yeah. What did Jacobus want?
Action.
When?
Now, tonight.
But I thought you said...
I know what I said, and I know what should be done. But if the syndicate says action, the syndicate gets action. Open it up. You're still here, Milne.
Are you surprised?
No.
Will you take the tape off my eyes?
Why? It won't hurt for long. I promise. Would you like a drink?
No.
It would help you if you had a good drink. Our Dutch gin is the best in the world. Did you know? Come on. It'll look good at the inquest. Drunk and fell into the sea. Here. Open your mouth. Temper. Temper. Hold him, Eddie.
Right.
Now, come on, Milne. Nice long drink. We have to get you ready.
Her visitor hasn't turned up yet.
No, sir.
I think I'll surprise her. Have a talk with her.
I'll come to the desk with you, sir. I know the night clerk.
I'd like to see Miss Lowens. Which room is she in?
Room number 7, sir. I'll phone her and tell her she has a visitor. Name, sir?
You'll phone her and tell her Mr. Cater is on his way up.
Who, sir?
Do what he says. It's police business.
Yeah. Miss Lawrence, Mr. Cater is on his way up to see you.
Is that you, David?
Yes.
Well, come in. It's not locked. Dave... Oh, it's you.
That's right, it's me. You surprised?
Yes.
I said I wanted to talk with you.
All right.
Where is Jack Milne?
I don't know anyone named Jack Milne.
Now listen to me. If anything happens to him, it won't be like Robert Spence. You'll have me on your neck. Where is he?
You're hurting me.
Where is he?
I don't know where he is. Leave me alone.
Now, you phoned Andre Gelder today. You phoned Gelder and offered to take him to Jack Milne.
No.
Asked him to meet you at the pier by the Beatrix Park at 4 o'clock. Now, I went there. And you were there, waiting. It's coincidence?
Amsterdam is a big city, Mr. Galbraith.
It's not as big as you think. You phoned Gelder. Now, yes, you did. And you were followed by 2 Dutch detectives on the boat this afternoon. They're outside of your hotel at the moment.
Why don't you invite them in?
Where is David Cater?
I don't know. You're wasting your time, Mr. Galbraith. David never tells me what he's doing.
Come on, Milne. A nice, long drink. It'll make you feel better. Hold him, Eddie. There goes the gin bottle.
Stick it in his face.
No. We mustn't mark him. All right, Milne. There's time. Give me a towel, Eddie. Thanks. Come outside.
Sure. Did he hurt you?
Not much. Not as much as I'm going to hurt him.
A smoke?
Thank you.
You won't worry it?
Yeah. When the syndicate says move, you move. Once you take their money, they're always on your back.
Well, couldn't you shake loose?
Maybe. Right now, I need their help. I had a call from Anne-Marie. She says there's a tech from London in town. Galbraith. He's the most persistent tech I know. So the syndicate is right. We should work fast. Is the van in good order?
It's over there. It just needs a bit of work on it.
How long?
Could have it ready in 20 minutes. What's it for?
For Milne. He'll be found on the sea tonight. Same place as they found Spence. Fix the van and I'll be back at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, David.
Oh, and while I'm gone, get another bottle and get him drunk. Dead drunk.
It should be easy. He hasn't eaten all day.
Yeah, we have the same setup as for Spence. When it's the same and happens twice, it's eerie. Panic. I want him stripped. No identification, just swimming trunks. Drunk and went for a swim. Drowned. No marks on him.
Right.
I'll be back to help you. I'm going to phone Anne-Marie.
I'm still waiting, Miss Lawrence. You told me a story in London.
You searched my room without permission, Mr. Galbraith. And we were alone. You've no proof that I said anything to you. It's your word against mine.
Where is Cater?
I don't know. And I don't know anything about your friend. Excuse me. Hello?
David. Anne-Marie, I want you to meet me in the Usan. Same place.
I'm sorry. I'm busy. I have a visitor.
Who is it?
I told you yesterday.
Give it to me. Cater? Are you there, Cater? Now listen to me. Was that David Cater?
Didn't he tell you?
Then you listen to me. Tell him this. I'm going to find Jack Milne, or I'm going to learn what has happened to him. Now, until I do, neither you nor Cater can leave this town.
You can leave your detectives on watch, Mr. Galbraith. I'm not going out tonight. Goodbye.
Anne-Marie.
Surprised?
Well, when I phoned, you said Galbraith was with you. If you've
Stop worrying, David. No one followed me here. He left 2 detectives watching the front of the hotel, so it was easy. But I must get back soon. Now, the phone call. You said something about Uzan.
Yes, I wanted a bit of help. But if they're keeping an eye on you, be careful. Forget it. I can do it with Eddie.
Do what?
Take care of Gelder's new courier?
No, David, no. I came here to tell you. You must wait until Galbraith has gone. He knows about Robert Spence.
Good. That means that Gelder will also know. That's what I want.
David, this courier is a friend of his. He knows what you're doing and he's searching for you.
I can keep out of his way.
He won't give up. He said it. Let this one go. We'll find another.
No. Anyway, there's nothing Galbraith can do. And there's nothing Gelder can do either. He will agree to hand over his wealth. Not all of it, but most of it. He'll become a party to it. And he will not be in a position to complain.
David, let this one go. This man Galbraith, I just don't like it. He's so quiet. He won't give up.
He'll be too late, my love. It'll happen too fast. Very soon it'll all be over, I promise you. In 3 days, we'll be away. Together. And we'll be very rich. £7 million. In cash and diamonds, not stolen, just transferred. Are you still on my side?
Of course, David.
Have I ever pulled out of a job?
No.
Have I ever failed you?
No.
You see, I know Galbraith better than he knows me. It's time we were back in the hotel. The Dutch police have a habit of making a check on suspects just before midnight. Then they like to relax and take it easy. Can you get back without being seen?
No trouble.
Be in bed. Make a fuss when they waken you.
Night, David.
Night.
And good luck.
Ready?
Yeah. Just like you said, David. Swimming trunks, out for the count and not a mark on him.
Van ready?
Yeah. Give me a lift with him.
Right.
That's it. A rug to cover him. All nice and tidy. Where's Anne-Marie?
She has a visitor. That tech from London.
Will she?
No. She's a smart girl. She'll keep him busy and say nothing.
Norton, then?
Yes.
This was the place.
Yes.
Seems quiet enough.
Uh-huh. Let's have a walk around.
It's quiet. No one about.
Let's lift him out. Get it over. Right. Over to the dike.
He's still out.
Is he breathing?
Sure. He's just very drunk. Passed out. How's the tide?
Fine. It's just on a turn. Can't take him out. Bring him back in the morning. Drowned. No identity. Another for the mortuary. Give me a hand. Gently. Just roll him over.
That was episode 2 of Galbraith and the King of Diamonds, with Bernard Hepton in the name part. Tom Watson plays the part of Cater, with Peter Diney as Gelder, Cyril Shaps as Lindemans, and Eva Hatton as Anne-Marie. The parts of Dykers and Brent are played by Trader Faulkner and Peter Williams, whilst the head of the syndicate, Jacobus, is played by Stephen Greif. Galbraith is written by Robert Barr and produced by John Browell.